I really, at this point, don't. Uh, y'all don't deserve for me to read your damn comments at this point. The way I feel with just about everybody in this goddamn sector. So now this all started me feeling this way is when I was what was relayed to me is that a comment was made about my minor child and by this weirdo named P. Now, P is a person that has made several comments. And for some reason, when he addresses me, he always feels the need to bring up my minor child, which is my minor daughter, right? So I find that very funny and very odd for a grown 60 plus year old man to be bringing up or to be thinking about a child with every conversation that he has to me. Something is that's a little bit odd if you ask me. So I didn't hear what was specifically said, but I first heard it from uh, Dramas Live that apparently P had said something like was calling me a bunch of fags and was had something said something to the effect of reaching out to my minor child. Okay, this was on Friday when I first heard about I forget when did the hell did Drama last go live when he did that solving mystery for P's death or whatever the hell that was. That wasn't Friday. That was another day. Whenever he did the mystery dinner, the clue type game show for solving the P's murder, right? Okay, that whenever that was is when I found out in the chat. So I'm sitting there and I don't think too much of it, but then I started thinking a little bit more about how disturbed I am about this situation. Because for as far as I'm aware, I haven't heard anybody have that happen to them. Many of y'all are a lot older than me, so y'all don't have smaller children, but I do. And I know y'all don't give a fuck. You know, I know y'all don't give a fuck about that. Family means nothing to anybody in this sector. Well, let me first finish telling everything. So I didn't hear everything specifically, but when I reached out to find out if anybody had the footage of P's live, because I wanted to review and see what specifically that P had to say, because I would think that any rational person would find that to be something worth saving, right? Um, all these fucking recon teams in the fucking sector, all of a sudden they don't have it. They don't have anything. There's nothing that they can fucking help me with. All the recons in the world, everybody's got a fucking recon team in this goddamn sector, right? This this sector is a fucking joke. Nobody had the footage. So I've waited for days for it. Nobody has it. Yeah, nobody has it. Nobody was able to help me, nothing. But when Carrie Ann had her situation, everybody had a footage for everything. They had footage for days, hard drives, this, that, and the other. And this person, and Carrie Ann doesn't have children of her own. And from what I hear from people that talk within the sector, a lot of y'all are grandparents. So for y'all, mind you, I know, and I don't expect any of you to give a fuck about me I don't care about y'all, what y'all got to say about me personally. I give two shits about what you think or say about me on a personal level. I'm an adult. But when you bring a child into an adult conversation, into a sector that they did not ask to be brought into. Now, my situation is different than Dr. Nikki's, okay? Dr. Nikki put her grandchild on the phone. I never did that. I would never do that. That's the difference. I don't put my I don't want uh, on here like some of y'all might do, because it's none of your fucking business. I don't owe shit to you. I'm definitely not putting my damn child on a phone to fight a beef or to battle or to speak to an adult on here. And a lot of you have and I've been guilty of it too. But let me go ahead and say this one thing: is I've always known what type of people I was dealing with from the very beginning when I came into this sector. And of course, all you know how I came in this sector, right? I might make this maybe, I'm not sure yet. I'm doubtful that I'll probably make another live going into specifics as to what motivated me to come into the sector, because I didn't know about it before, but that's a story for another day. But I'm very disappointed by just what I heard over the last couple of days. Brown Sugar Baby, I saw her live. She was crying about being so offended and outraged that P said that, oh, she was laughing at cancer patients or something, blah, blah, blah with cancer. And then Carrie Ann got on the stage and she was like, oh, I'm so upset that he said that. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck about that fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you think about or how outraged you are, Brown Sugar Baby. You are a fucking grown adult woman that has grandkids. So when you can sit there and you can let that shit be talked about, some grown ass, disgusting, weirdo man with bald head that makes a comment as it relates to reaching out to somebody's minor child, you are a disgusting, disgraceful piece of human waste. I'm sorry, you are. You only were concerned about your own self-interest. That's the fucking problem with Black people. And that's what makes me so enraged when it comes to the Black community. You want me to talk? I'm going to talk very candidly about this. Is that Black people don't give a fuck about their community, and community means children as well. Now, everybody that's in the sector is an adult, but when you cannot even come out and say and speak in the defense of a helpless child, I have a problem with surrounding myself with deplorable people as you all. You people are disgusting, sick, twisted people. When Breaking said something bad about sexual abuse that was done done towards a child when T-Free was a child, I said something. When Remix said something offensive about who was it? TC's minor daughter, I said something about Remix to it. Nobody said anything. And if I was there, I would have been able to speak in defense of what was said, but I wasn't there. And y'all, no recon teams are available. No recon teams are available. And it's all right. I scheduled a live for later. But unlike y'all dumbass niggas, I'm not going to talk about what I'm going to fucking do or how I'm going to address or respond to everything like y'all do on the internet. That's the difference between me and you dumbass niggas. Y'all talk about what the fuck y'all going to do all online in front of everybody for everybody to hear. And I'm making the distinction between me and y'all because y'all are y'all. Dumbass niggas. Y'all are, I'm so sorry. I always have underestimated. I continue to underestimate how dumb y'all are. Y'all will, oh my God. I'm like so upset right now. I really am. Like, I am livid. Like, I am so angered by this. But I can't sit and say that I expected too much from a sector that is filled with so many fucking ingrates as this place. I am going to be done with this sector. I want no involvement with anything from now on within this sector. I can't stand most of y'all. from this point on, because nothing was said. Y'all want to go ahead and windmill for the dumbest ass bullshit, the most dumbest fuck shit in the world. But nobody could say one goddamn thing about how it was wrong what P said, right? And I'm not talking about in defense of me. Hey, you can hate me, you can love me, whichever. I don't give a fuck. But when you do not even offer defense or protection for a child, I have a low opinion and outlook of what is in store for the Black community. Because when you don't do right for the children that's within your community, you don't do right for your whole community across the world, which is another reason why Black people are on the very fucking bottom in this world. And when you go internationally, the entire world laughs at you. Because Black people can't do shit as a fucking community. Whenever Black people come together as a group, something fucked up's gonna happen. And I'll talk however the fuck I want to talk. You let Carrie Ann say whatever the fuck she did, and you let Gary, and that's another thing, Carrie Ann, I don't agree with none of that racial shit you were talking about, okay? Because when you started talking racially, I used to tap out. So a lot of that stuff that they gave to your school, I didn't hear you say that. So I wasn't able to really speak about specifically what you were talking about. I had a general idea, but I didn't know like to that detail that what those things that you said, like about T-Free being a slave and whatnot. I don't condone none of that. That is disgusting behavior, foul-mouthed behavior. If anybody is a self-hating Black person, if anybody, it is y'all in this sector. I don't need to fucking prove that I'm Black to no goddamn body here. Y'all sit there and give all y'all fucking money to a man that has not even cammed up. You don't know if that man is even Black or some type of Black or mixed with Black. You don't know what the fuck he is. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to dumb ass Black people like y'all, trifling ass Black people, stupid ones. Because I didn't grow up with people like y'all around. Like my parents, like my intermediate family aren't like y'all. So the things that y'all do, like Shakim, always wanting to brag about having a Cash App card or getting a direct deposit on Friday, that's standard shit that normal people should be doing. I never thought it would be a flex for somebody to sit there and flex about 6 figures. That's not that incredible amount of money. Like, like the shit y'all do here is like, some of y'all really act like y'all never been around any money ever, any type of money. Like y'all have no home training at all. And I understand that because my family growing up were the exception to the rule. Like there were no Black people in my neighborhood growing up. And my dad made it a point not for me to be raised around a large community of Black people or go to a Black school. And the older I get, the more I see why it is. Because a lot of y'all are the problem, and it's what is plaguing the Black community is your mindset, the losing mindset, a continual losing mindset, centuries and centuries of losing and losing and losing, where you get comfortable with being on bottom. That's the problem. And now I see why. When I was younger, and my dad would say that, right? When we were moving and he was picking a house, he was big on the school district. He was big on what school I went to. And he was very big on, I already said it, not going to a Black school or being around other Black kids. I didn't get around Black kids until we went to church. But I see a huge difference in terms of how I came out and how y'all came out. Because one thing what a man does, like my father, he would not he would not stand for some bullshit like that. My dad was a father for even other people that were in our church that didn't even have a fucking father growing up. That's how much of a man my dad was. My dad was an upright man. The closest thing on planet Earth to God that you can get is what my father is. And I can't say that about none of you sorry ass niggas on here. Keep going ahead and give your money to, you don't even know what color slander God is. And I'm sure somebody's going to go ahead and come out, oh, he don't know. We don't know what it is. I don't give a fuck. We're going to play that stupid, fucking, ignorant, nigga shit ass, dumb ass games. You know damn well there's black people all over the diaspora in every single language. So y'all are some dummies. I don't need to prove shit to y'all about what I am, because I don't give a fuck about most of you from now on. You're self-serving, self-seeking, selfish practices that you do. You don't give a fuck unless it happens to you. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all either. And I lifted a finger because I did not agree with what was done with Carrie Ann's job. I didn't think that Shaquem should have reached out to Carrie Ann's job, but Carrie Ann, what I will say is that you have said a lot of things, and you say later that you didn't say them. I know for a fact that you have said things, and then you have reneged on them later. You have done that many times. I've caught you, and I've seen you do that. But what I will say that, what I will say is that you were very open-minded and very gracious to me, and not judgmental to me based on how I came in the sector. So I appreciate that. There are other people that live in life, you already know. But let's get on Shaquem wanting to talk about pro-black and criticize people that are pro-black, that he says are pro-black. If you're pro-black, you don't contact a black woman's job and make her try to lose it. That's when you make things very personal. And what the fuck do you care about anything pro-black when you take things off the internet and make it and bring it into someone's real life, putting her address in jeopardy, her safety in jeopardy by doxing, by putting her address out there. And by the way, Carrie Ann, you did dox yourself. You said your first and last name, but you didn't say your school. They did that, so I know. But I'm gonna wrap this up shortly because I really don't want to be on here very much longer because I want to enjoy my day off. The situation with the Social Security numbers and Mona. Mona, either you or somebody close to you or that you knew had access to get people's Social Security numbers, and people, because it's popular to be on that side, are making excuses for it. Mona, you were less than smart. What? This is what I'm talking about, dumb nigga shit. Who the fuck gets on a panel and says the last 4 digits of somebody's Social Security number and don't expect to get found the fuck out? That's why black people are the dumbest ass criminals too. Can't even be a criminal right. You can't even be a criminal correctly. You gotta do that fucked up too, and come at the very bottom. You can't, excuse me for overestimating your ingenuity. But who says that? And then says, oh, I don't have Social Security number. I never did this. But you said the boy's last 4 of his Social Security number on a panel. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, that's dumb. Even if Shaquem did say, let's say that he did deserve to get what he had coming back to him, you said some terrible things to Shaquem. You guys were saying about the HIV and taunting him, saying about him dying of HIV. That's an ugly, horrific thing to say. Horrific. And I know Shaquem is not trust me, I already know. But y'all just completely forgot about that. You said some ugly, horrific things about him, about the whole AIDS thing and whatnot. And breaking, you were right along with T Pre when you gave her the AIDS address. So you ain't, you ain't an angel in the sky either. But to keep caping for Mona, and I seen Brown Sugar Baby. Of course, she had Mona come on her stage, and Mona cussed out, I guess, P, and said some more fucked up things about people. And Brown Sugar Baby just turned down the direction, just let it happen. So what type of standard do you have? There is no standard here. Not even a child is off limits to you people. And I want nothing. One thing I can say is that in spite of what I might do online for entertainment, which that's coming to an end, I'm starting different in 2024 because I'm cutting myself off from y'all. Because I don't give a fuck what any of you guys think of me at all anymore. You guys are the most trifling, dumbest people I've ever encountered in my life. That's why you fell for the story when I came in the sector. Because you were low vibrational dumbasses. You can tell y'all anything. That's why people laugh at black people, because they think y'all are that dumb. For real. That's why Umar Johnson thinks he can raise all this money for a dumbass school that ain't gonna fucking happen. Or that never will happen. Or that never was. Because people, they gain from y'all's ignorance. And that's all I'm saying is, like, we have to be better stewards of our community, and we have to start doing a better job than what we're already doing. I already know that there's, we're not playing on the same level playing field. I already know that, but it is what it is. If you can't change the world, you can at least change yourself on an individual level. And one thing I have learned as I've gotten older is that making challenges for $1,000 and shit like that, when you're not in the best situation professionally to be in, is less than smart. Less than smart. And Shakim, that means you too. I'm sorry, I'm going to follow exactly the way my grandfather did. The way I always wonder, why was my granddad or my great-granddad not broke and sharecropping like y'all's great-grandparents were? Because my granddad was very good financially. He did not spend a penny and saved everything. I'm sure a lot of other people did too. But I want to match what he did, not what you guys do. Making $1,000 bets, doing dumb shit like that. But that's so stupid. This is a capitalist society we live in. And the society is set up that some people fail and some people win. That's just the way it is. So do the best you can with what you have around you and make those changes that are closest to you. That's the best that you can do. Because on a grand level, there is nothing that can be changed about the Black community situation unless the majority of Black people all of a sudden turn into geniuses, which we know that won't ever happen. And white people won't give over power and wealth willingly. Because if it was that easy, they would have already did it. So I needed that for me as well. But like I said, P is the one that said that. And I will address P, and I will respond back to P, and I won't do that for the entertainment of this sector. I'm not willing to risk some things. I do at this time in my life have things that I can lose. And I'm not going to do that. I don't need bragging rights of being the best roaster. I'm not that fucking stupid. I'm not that fucking stupid where I need to be known as the best roaster. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. So I will not speak about anything about how I will be responding to them, because that's dumb. And if I want to be impactful, I have to move in silence, which is what a lot of y'all should be doing, and stop telling people every fucking move you do. Mona yelling out last four digits of social security numbers, and God, and y'all was talking about it on the panel, talking about y'all new shit, and then ooh, emails, and you had Ray Triggs saying, "Oh, Carrie Ann, did you get that email? Did you get that? The recon team will reach out to you." I messaged, email Ray Triggs. Triggs don't got shit on peace alive that day. Thanks, Triggs. You sure could come through for her and that dumbass bullshit, couldn't you? All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Fuck most of y'all. And most of y'all ain't shit, and you know who you are. That's all I gotta say.
Steven, Stephen, whatever you want to call, however you pronounce your name. What is your problem? Like, for real? Because we all trying to figure out where you popped up at and was like, well, people talking about my minor daughter and nobody said nothing. Did nobody tell me nothing? That's how you acted. Like, don't nobody have no record of this. Like, I went back and I don't listen, and I'm still trying to find it. There's somebody had a recording. If you got the recording, please send it to this half a Negro, because before he split his shit. Matter of fact, don't even worry about it. You ain't got to come back. We tired of you anyway. Don't come back as Prince, Princesses, Steven, Stephanie, Jalita, Gelato. We don't give a fuck. Don't come back at all. It is amazing to me that you have so much to say about Slender being biracial. Where the fuck the nigga is? He a nigga today, but he a nigga, and you biracial. And then you was spewing out a bunch of racial shit. This is really how you truly fucking feel about black folks. Well, since you're better, you was not invited. Flacco showed up with your monkey ass, and we can't seem to get rid of your ass since. So here y'all. No, you can go. Here's your sign. Go ahead and take your rest, and go ahead and let's not stress you the fuck out and get your ass the fuck on. You are not going to be allowed in nobody's chat. How you talking shit about everybody's and everything, then you be in their chat when they next live pop up? Explain that stupid shit to me. Because you be talking shit about something but be in his motherfucking chat. How you talking shit about a motherfucker to be in their goddamn chat? That don't make no sense to me. That's two-faced, and you're being a hypocrite. Either be on one side or be on the next. If you don't like a motherfucker, you don't like a motherfucker, then just don't like him. But don't lie. And then you went off on Brown Sugar Baby like it's her job to wave a flag and go, no, this is wrong. What the fuck she gonna do? She can't do nothing. We're supposed to stand up and we all trying to figure out where the fuck you heard of that. And you talking about some recon team. If did nobody come up with a video or with an actual record of this nigga saying the shit, the nigga didn't say it. Unless you made that shit up just to have a problem. Because you been had this on your heart. So therefore it came out today. So therefore you can stay your ugly nasty head behind wherever the fuck you was at. Did nobody ask you? Did nobody invite you? This we will carry on to the next person. I promise you, we is not gonna be fucked up if you go ahead and leave. Please leave. You ain't gotta do another live. Don't tag nobody, and when nobody come in your motherfucking live, but two goddamn people, don't say shit. Don't say shit about no cash ass. Don't say shit about no fucking support, cause boy, we don't give a damn. We can't support nothing. Half of y'all don't even act right. Shit, the fuck, and y'all always run around talking about some damn. I swear to God, I ain't never been in a motherfucking sector where the men are crying about nobody's standing up for me. And what about me? Like, I'm gonna need you niggas to find your balls, pull them out. And stand on your business. That's what I need y'all to do. We got niggas crying everywhere. Nobody's thinking of me. What about this? And nobody's going. It's funny. It's cool, you know, when you do it, but it's a problem when somebody else do it. Okay. We tell y'all to bring the vest. What, you thought it was a joke?